process. Good morning. Anyways, I was just thinking about something. Me and my son, we have discussions, read. Right now, he's 9 years old, so I'm trying to teach him about knowledge of self, to break down who he is and what he thinks about himself. And we weren't really able to get through the whole list of questions that I presented to him. I asked him, what is your name? What does your name mean? What is your ethnicity? What is your nationality? Where do your ancestors come from? Why is your skin the color that it is? What makes you, you? Religious affiliation. What's your zodiac sign? Why are these things important? And we're not done yet. We kind of stopped at that question about faith and believing, and some of the things my son said made sense, but at the same time it didn't, because of the environment that I raised him in. I was really surprised. But from somebody who is a thinker and somebody who loves science, I can understand why he said some of the things that he said. I do want to also mention, how important it is to make sure that you don't expose your children to different things and different people, because before the age of 12, that's when they are the most influenced, before the age of 12. So it is important. And I think that's one of the reasons why I get so pissed off about Charleston White, is because we still have youth out there. I don't care about his influence on grown people and their opinion of him. It's the younger people. Did you know that the brain registers negative events more rapidly than positive events? Studies show that the brain will soak in, reinforce, and store negative images at a rate twice as much as positive. And that is very astounding to me, because Charleston White is known mainly for the negative stuff. That's why he is able to capitalize on his caricature, if you will. And young people are seeing this. The young people don't know or care about the positive stuff he's done in the community. I'm trying to figure out how positive could he have actually been if he is also so negative. I just find it interesting. But my son at one point was attending an organization that a guy had, and I thought it was very positive. It was good for him to be around. My son's father is not in the picture, so I try to surround him with as many men as possible. And this happened to be a younger black man, so I'm like, cool, you're doing something good for the kids. You want to teach them chess, cool. And this guy, he was teaching them about Marcus Garvey and stuff like that, and he had some interesting books in his shop. I thought was pretty cool, But, after a while, my son would come home and regurgitate certain things that he would say. I don't have a problem with him being taught about Black history. Absolutely not. African history. Absolutely not. Love it. We need it. Grateful for it. But then he started giving them information about God and his unbelief. And that's where this man crossed the mother line. Because in my household, we are believers. The last straw was he told my son that there's no heaven and hell. And I believe that man knew exactly what he was doing when he planted that seed in my son. So now I'm on the back end trying to do damage control, and I'm highly upset about it. It's very, very important that we vet. Actually, the guy was vetted. Lo and behold, the nigga was vetted, which is why I trust it. But the thing is, you have to trust, but also verify. And I didn't verify his credentials, obviously. Got to do your background, got to do your checks, got to do your research, got to make sure that people are on the same page as you if you don't want your kids to be influenced, which is why it's important, obviously, to, you know, monitor what it is they watch. People defended Charleston White. A lot of people that I did expect to defend Charleston White, because they say his good outweighs his bad, and I'm gonna have to beg to differ, because toxicity spreads like wildfire. Positivity doesn't. He's chosen the path of evil in order to make himself known. And to me, if you have to go that path to get your point across, then obviously your point ain't that special, because he hasn't said anything that our parents and grandparents and aunties and uncles have said. We all know right from wrong. Do we need to be reminded? Does that stuff need to be reiterated in our community? Absolutely. But it probably shouldn't be coming from people that advertise the rape of young black girls and white women. That's that toxicity, that that negative event and image that people hold on to. That part, not the good stuff that he spouts. It's the negative stuff that they hold on to, and all the good stuff that he said doesn't matter, because he didn't already put out the negative stuff. Because that's the way the brain works. But now that he's got our attention, because everybody says, well, he has to say that to get our attention. He said that to get you his attention. Well, guess what? He got our attention. 5 million views. 5 million views. Last I checked, 5 million views on Cam Newton's show. He's got our attention now. So I want to see now, what is he going to do? Now that he's got our attention, does he have to continue with the negative antics? That's what I want to know. What's he going to do now? Is he going to be all positive now? Since we all know who he is?
You're a community activist, right?
No, I ain't. I'm a community. I started out as a community activist. I came to the internet as a frustrated community activist. Then I started getting money off the internet. Once I started getting money, it's only people who think about community is broke money. Don't give a damn about fixing the community.
But don't people look at that as you turning your back on the community?
I am.